Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Vaughan Grove Stadium for tonight's League One Ontario Men's Premier Division action. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the Bridge, bringing this play-by-play live on Spideo for Woodbridge Strikers Matchday Live here at the Grove in the Bridge. It's Scrosoppi FC, the visiting team, taking on your Woodbridge Strikers in Men's Premier Division action in League One Ontario. It's a pleasure to have you join us on finally a nice, calm, and non-windy Sunday evening. Scrosoppi in town tonight. They go with Carter Robart in goal, wearing number 1. Number 2, L1ON Nayuma. Number 3, Kyrese Lynch-Bailey. Number 6, Joshua Paredes. Number 7, Omari Coderell. Number 8, Thomas Skublak. Number 10, Orlendis Benitez Hernandez. Number 11, Jacob Cabral. Number 12, Luke Rankin. Number 16, Captain Matthew Pava. And number 18, Cody Ellis. Starting in net for your Woodbridge Strikers, goalkeeper number 76, David Carano. Number 3, Captain Gianluca Condello. Number 5, Carmen Fiore. Number 6, Anthony Aromaterio. Number 7, Justin Chiquilo. Number 8, Joe Mack. Number 9, Ronaldo Marshall. Number 11, Luca Pinto. Number 13, Alexander Santilli. Number 14, Nabil Hakim. And number 24, Isaiah Whitaker Francis. It's a pleasure to have you join us once again here for another match at the Grove in the Bridge for League One Ontario Men's Premier Division action in the semi-pro ranks, where your Woodbridge Strikers currently are having a terrific unbeaten start to the campaign thus far. Scrosoppi will look to stymie their early season performance. Woodbridge coming into this one 3-2, 11 points, second in the table. Scrosoppi 3-1, 9 points, fifth in the table. So, will Scrosoppi or Woodbridge get the job done? It's a pleasure to give you the call here. 4th year running in a row, and the only team in the League One Ontario pyramid and structure to bring live stream home games every single match here at the Grove in the Bridge for Men and Women League One Ontario Men's Women's Premier Division action. Here's Skublak. He will lay that one off, and a chance here at the top of the area. Cotterell plays it across. He finds Ellis. Cody Ellis coming up on the far flank, trying to cause havoc for Woodbridge, entering the penalty area. Pinto tries to rub him off the ball, and it's an intervention by Nabil Hakim out for a corner kick for Scrosoppi. So an early start for Scrosoppi, trying to put pressure on the Woodbridge back line. Leading the line, as always, is Chiquilo and Marshall for Woodbridge. But it's the veteran, the Golden Boot winner of last year, Skublak. Shukovs, scores! And it's off the head and in the back of the net. An early start for Scrosoppi. And just like that, 4 minutes in, they make no mistake. It's a corner kick that was bounced in the penalty area and header past Carano with no chance, and it's L1ON Nayuma who gets the opening goal of the match.
Scrosoppi FC goal scored in the 4th minute by number 2, L1ON Nayuma.
So Nayuma makes no mistake, and a hot start for Scrosoppi early in this one. How do the Strikers respond? They really even haven't gotten going yet. An early goal is always important. That was very poor coverage that time in the penalty area for Woodbridge. Can the Strikers strike back? Lots of football to be played. It's one back, and Benitez Hernandez finds the captain, Pava. To the far side to Cody Ellis, the former Oakville man. Now goes back to Joshua Paredes, a 3-time national futsal champion. Goes across and finds Ellis, now the goalkeeper in Robart. Ellis looking for a 1-2 combination. Now to the flank, and Isaiah Whitaker looks to win the battle. He does, but it's a throw-in for Woodbridge as he wins that one up front. Isaiah Whitaker to Gianluca Condello. Waiting for troops to regroup and looking for a play forward. And here's Nabil Hakim. Hakim finds Whitaker Francis. Whitaker Francis now to Aromaterio, dropping it back to Joe Mack. So it's Isaiah Whitaker Francis in the middle of the park with Joe Mack and Anthony Aromaterio to start this one. Condello goes long, looks for Marshall. He has a perfect run to try to come onto it. Can Ronaldo bring it down? He does. He finds Santillan. Santillan inside to Romaterio. He's got to have a touch to Santillan and does. Alexander Santillan, the youngster, maneuvering across the pitch, now finds Luca Pinto. Pinto high up on the far side, drops it for Isaiah Whitaker Francis. Number 24 finds Pinto. Pinto rubbed off the ball cheaply that time, and it's taken the other way, but Nabil Hakim, a good intervention in a timely manner, and he'll go all the way back to Carano. David Carano, the keeper, an early goal conceded, not much he can do on it, and he finds Whitaker Francis, loose touch, but he gets onto it quickly, does Whitaker Francis, and plays Condello. Condello slides it to Fiore. Fiore now on the near flank to Santillan, looking for a 1-2 with Marshall. Marshall gives it away that time, looking for the return feed to Santillan, and Cotterill collects. Omari Cotterill now finds Luke Rankin. Rankin controls. Looking to spread it forward. Here's a Romaterio. One touch to Chiquilo. Chiquilo now drives, looking down Main Street. Chiquilo lays it for Marshall. Marshall looking for the return feed. Now will find Condello. Condello swings it to Joe Mack. Mack. Romaterio. Romaterio has room. Lays it off. Oh! That was from behind and no call. As Ellis takes down Chiquilo right on the number. And he's not going to get the PK to go with it. Chiquilo might feel hard done by there. An opportunity goes begging for Woodbridge. Mack lost it. Fiore regained it. Carmen Fiore to Ronaldo Marshall. Good body. Marshall now looks to drive. He gets pushed off the ball. Then with the return, push back, but it's out to touch for a goal kick. You can hear the game getting a little bit more chippier here and there. That'll be a goal kick taken by Carter Robart. Robart looking long. Doesn't hit the half. Holds up a little bit. Cabral looks to play it forward. Taken by Pinto to Romaterio. Romaterio taken down in the middle of the park. Head coach John Yaku doesn't like the call. But it's taken for a Woodbridge free kick in the middle of the field here. And it's taken quickly by Joe Mack. Mack gets the ball again. And it's Isaiah Whitaker Francis onto it. Whitaker Francis to Fiore. Fiore now finds Marshall. Marshall lay off to Santillan. Santillan backwards, only option of Fiore. Fiore across to Joe Mack. Mack tries to find the touch now. Romaterio looking for it from Chiquilo. Couldn't connect that time. Sprawling down was Cabral, and now forward from Peva. Intervention with the head forward. Hakim to Pinto. Ellis takes it. Ellis. Stolen by Mack, but it's a deflection that comes right to Joshua Paredes. Paredes finds Cotterill. Cotterill, very good defensive play from Santillan. Sprawling and getting it back. Now to Whitaker Francis. Isaiah Whitaker Francis to Carmen Fiore. And Fiore now finds Gianluca Condello. Condello swings the ball to Nabil Hakim. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day Live. 9 minutes in here on a Sunday evening, June 1st. Scrosoppi 1, Woodbridge 0. Courtesy of a third-minute goal from Nayuma. Romaterio, good turn. Now finds Chiquilo on the far flank. Chiquilo cuts back, looking for something in the middle of the park. He gets that ball knocked off his boots that time, and it's taken by the number 10, Benitez Hernandez. Threads it through. Here's Thomas Skublak. Skublak now, centering, it's there! And almost a brace, and almost a chance. Caris Lynch Bailey was setting up into the fray that time, as Scrosoppi was looking to double their tally early on. That could have been harmful for the Strikers. Throw in deep in the near corner. Taken by Santillan. Off his boot there. And out for a goal kick from Scrosoppi. An early 1-0 lead for this Scrosoppi side. Woodbridge looking for an equalizer. It has been Woodbridge maintaining ball and the possession since giving up the early goal. Here's Fiore to Gianluca Condello. What can the captain conjure up at the back? Condello to Hakeem. Hakeem trying to find Pinto. Ellis is fast as well, though. It's going to be a good matchup tonight on that far side. Left side in Luca Pinto and Cody Ellis. Out to touch for a throw. Here's Pinto. That goes back. And now Mack from Hakeem. Mack finds Condello. Condello swings it and picks out Luca Pinto as a risky ball up the middle and across, and he goes to Nabil Hakeem. Does Pinto to lay it off to Joe Mack. Mack. Whitaker Francis. 1-2 with Marshall. That's loose. Then on to Aromaterio. Here's Mack onto it now in the middle of the park. Joe Mack, what can he deliver forward? They got to have runs, though, do Woodbridge. Here's Fiore on the near side. Fiore looking in. Whitaker Francis, but headed away by Matthew Pava. That goes into touch for a Woodbridge throw on the near flank. Fiore. Mack. Mack with the delivery off of the head of Ellis, and it's going to go out to touch for a Woodbridge corner. So definitely a solid response from Woodbridge since giving up the early goal to Nayuma in the 3rd minute. Can a good delivery be delivered from Joe Mack off the corner kick set piece? Woodbridge looking for an equalizer in the 13th minute of the match. Chiquilo goes short. Back now to Mack. Mack looking for a whip delivery in. Swinger. It's there. Headed up and just over top of the goal. But I think that's another corner. Indeed it is. Fiore and Condello were at the back stick. And it was close. But no cigar that time for the strikers, who will look for an in-swing in delivery this time, maybe from Alexander Santillan. Can the 19-year-old have a whipped delivery into the box, who got a caution last game in Simcoe when Woodbridge won in the last-minute PK by Anthony Morano, 1-0. Delivery is in. Santillan punched away there by Robert. Out on the far side. And it might fall perfectly. Good ball from Lynch Bailey. Looking forward. But Whitaker Francis bodies his man off the ball, and it's regained by Mac to Pinto. Pinto to Chiquilo on the far side. Justin Chiquilo. To Gianluca Condello, who's high up the pitch this time after the corner kick. And here's Mac to Pinto. Pinto, Aromaterio. Loose ball that time from the number 6. Uncharacteristically of Anthony Aromaterio. And it's played down Main Street. Hakeem has to deal with it. He goes back to Carano, who has to make a play. And he will find the Nabil Hakeem. Hakeem threading the needle to Aromaterio to Mac. Mac loose there and then regained it just absolutely brilliantly. What a calm touch and player of Joe Mac to Fiore. Fiore to Santillan. Santillan to Aromaterio. Aromaterio to Santillan. Santillan back to Anthony Aromaterio. It's beautiful from Woodbridge here. Building up into the final third. Aromaterio trying to drive. Now cuts back on the left peg. Will center it for Mac. Mac releases, and it's wayward over top of the fence out of the stadium for a goal kick for Scrosoppi. Better from Woodbridge. Good movement from Woodbridge that time. Looking to create offensively, but that time it was going to be a tough one for Joe Mack, trying to have an in-swinger, try to finesse it into the corner. Off a rolling hot pass to him. Woodbridge looking to regain it. Instead, it's taken by Elton Nayuma. Nayuma to Tomasz Skublak, and that's out the touch for a Scrosoppi throw. 15 minutes in, out-of-town scores in the League Ontario Men's Premier Division. A big upset win, FC London defeating Oakville SC 2-1 today. And Vaughan tied right now with North Toronto 0-0. Vaughan would be the favorites in that one, as Woodbridge defeated North Toronto 4-1. Last couple weeks back, 5-1 I should say, a couple weeks back now. So Just a matter of time. 15 minutes in there, 15 minutes in here. Free kick taken, and it's wayward from Pinto. Woodbridge got their lines miscued that time. And the keeper will take his time in the 16th minute in Carter Robart. Aromaterio to Chiquilo. Chiquilo cutting back, finding Joe Mack. Mack only has the swing available to Fiore. Here's Carmen Fiore. Now to Santillan. Has Whitaker Francis coming into him. Santillan drops it to Fiore. And then he finds Condello. Condello has to go backwards to Carano. So far, so good for Scrosoppi in the first 16 minutes. 1-0. Hakeem, good ball. Marshall now one touch. Chiquilo. Chiquilo fights Pinto. That's great movement from the strikers. Can they capitalize forward? Pinto drives. Looking on Ellis. He cuts. Delivery's there. Fred. Marshall scores! What a headed goal. Ronaldo Marshall equalized the game at 1 apiece.
Feel the vibe. Everybody come alive.
Jokes? That's not a goal. It went over top of the bar. I thought that went in from my angle, but Ronaldo Marshall hit the top of the netting and out of play. Quick fix. Looked like a bit of the celebration there. It might have went in, but it didn't. So it still stays 1-0, Scrosoppi. Big chance for Marshall, goes begging. 1-0 for the triple white going from right to left. Woodbridge going in the triple blue from left to right. Aromaterio. Battle in the middle of the field with Benitez Hernandez and Aromaterio. Paredes wins it. Whitaker Francis handball and the Scrosoppi free kick.
Substitution in the 18th minute for Scrosoppi MC. Entering the match, number 20, Noah Bidominsis. Entering the match, number 8, Cody Ellis.
So an injury to Ellis in the 18th minute. It's a big loss for Scrosoppi as Bidominsis enters the match on that right wing back flank there. My goodness, I really thought Ronaldo Marshall equalized the game there. Tricked everybody. Just went over top of the bar and the top of the netting and out of play. It dropped like it went in. Incredible. Chiquilo. Whitaker Francis swings it to Pinto. It's a good delivery from Isaiah Whitaker Francis. And Luca Pinto gets his leg kicked from behind. No call. How is that missed? Minutes in. Scrosoppi hold a narrow 1-goal lead. Woodbridge have been the better team since giving up the opening goal in the 3rd minute. Headed away. Nabil Hakim picked up by Benitez Hernandez. Good step by Nabil Hakim, and he wins it back to Joe Mack. Mack looking for Chiquilo. Finds him in the pocket. Chiquilo gets rubbed off his boot there. Good track, and it comes back to Robart, the keeper. Plays it up the middle to Pava, and Matthew Pava plays it across. Looking out was the substitute in Dilo Minces, and now it's controlled by Condello. Good response from the strikers, but they need to equalize here. Here's Fiore. To Condello. Condello goes long. Tries to spring Pinto. Pinto looking to get to it, but it's out of play for a corner kick for Woodbridge. Good delivery from Condello, looking to pick out his left wing back. In swinging delivery, looking to be taken from Joe Mack. Can he have a whipped ball in, and can Woodbridge get onto the end of it? Scrosoppi's goal came off a corner kick. Here's Mack with the delivery, and it's out of play off the head of Pava for another corner kick coming to Woodbridge on the near side. Santillan will get the left in-swinging boot onto it now. Delivery comes in. It's short. Whitaker Francis looking for it. And now it's a great ball. A chance for a counterattack. 3v2. Here's the goal scorer, Naima, forward. Naima tries to thread it through. Carano comes. A chance here. And a massive save. Mamma mia. David Carano had to make it. Got the left hand up and cleared his lines out for a corner kick now on Lynch Bailey. A big save for Carano. Lynch Bailey should have made it 2 for Scrosoppi. An important stop for the Woodbridge keeper, David Carano, in the 23rd minute. Deliveries in, corner kick. And another chance coming in for Scrosoppi. Cleared, but not away. Now Marshall will clear his lines. Controlling now. This Scrosoppi side now to Joshua Paredes. Paredes looking to thread it through. But not the greatest of balls that time on the connection. Out for a goal kick for Carano and Woodbridge. Carano to Nabil Hakim. Hakim gives it away. Now Scrosoppi enjoying some possession here. Foul on Aromaterio, as the substitute, Dilo Minces, was trying to get things rolling. Given away here, a chance for Chiquilo. He gets taken down, and that's on the run of play. Lucky that's no caution there. That's what Woodbridge are fighting for there. It's taken by Condello now. Condello to Mack. Joe Mack to Fiore to Mack. Mack. Santillan. Good touch. Marshall lays off for Joe Mack. It's brilliant from Woodbridge. Mack threads it through. Chiquilo. Chiquilo's in. He cuts back. He should have shot on the left boot. A good defensive play from Naima, as Naima came back there. And if it wasn't for his intervention, it could have been an equalized game. Chiquilo maybe could have done better there, trying to take it on the left boot crossbody instead of cutting back on the right, but it's a good defensive effort from the goal scorer. For Scrosoppi, and it's out the touch for the 4th corner of the match for Woodbridge. Mack standing onto it, looking for another whipped ball in, An in-swinger from the number 8. It's a good one. Back post, Condello up. Pava away. Isaiah Whitaker-Francis now is there. He wins it. Whitaker-Francis cutting it back. It's right there for Marshall. And a defensive play again. Intervention over top of the goal it goes. And Woodbridge almost equalized with Whitaker-Francis trying to set up a goal. Better from Woodbridge, but when is it coming? Will it come now on their 5th corner of the match? Mack standing over top of it again. Whitaker-Francis might be going short. Instead, it's whipped at the back post. Pava away, and it could be a chance for another possible counterattack. Nayuma looking for it. Centillion does well and wins the ball at the slide tackle off the goal scorer, Nayuma. Nayuma goes back to Paredes. Joshua Paredes. To Rankin, to Paredes. Back to Rankin. Leaves it for the keeper, Robert. Robert might have to go long now, and he does. 27 minutes in. 1-0 Scrosoppi. Here's Whitaker-Francis. He gets spun off the ball, but look at him work to get it back to a Romaterio. Romaterio tried to thread the needle, but it's good effort in the middle of the field from Whitaker-Francis trying to create. Can the 19-year-old get things rolling for Woodbridge in the middle of the park with a Romaterio and Mack? Paredes. Woodbridge trying to hem the Scrosoppi side in. Mack. Good touch and takedown, and then he gave it away that time to Lynch Bailey. Here comes Skublak. He has a couple men free. Is it offside? It is. It looked like it was going to be offside, and Lynch Bailey was offside on the run of play. Here's Condello from Fiore, and now to Mack as Woodbridge take it quickly. Marshall gets the ball in the middle of the park. He then finds Pinto on the far flank. Luca Pinto to Joe Mack. Mack to a Romaterio. Now back to Condello. Woodbridge looking for an equalizer. It's a good ball. Marshall, a good takedown, but then taken by Rankin and almost fell perfectly for Ronaldo Marshall. Condello looking to thread it through again, but here comes Scrosoppi. A chance to break. Dilumensis now carrying. Tries to go long. Valdes Kublak. Condello gets a piece of it. And it's out to touch for a corner kick. It's a big intervention from Condello, or it could have been 2 for Scrosoppi. In swinging delivery upcoming for Scrosoppi, looking to double their tally. It's a good ball in. Carreno has to punch and gets to it and out. Out it comes to the top of the area. And it's out for a Scrosoppi throw. Dilomensis to Joshua Paredes. Paredes. Pava. Rankin. Rankin Paredes. Paredes. To Cabral. Cabral goes long. And I don't think that's kept in. And it said it was kept in, so play continues. Here's Marshall. A good outside swing of the delivery to Chiquilo. I thought that went out on the far side. Whitaker-Francis doesn't have much options, but it's a good ball to Fiore. Fiore goes through, and Skublak takes him down. Here's Mack. 30 minutes in the contest. 1-0 Scrosoppi. Romaterio. He gets taken down that time off of Didomensis, and Romaterio looks to take it quick. Will go backwards to Nabil Hakim. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spotty. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, bringing this play-by-play from the Grove in the Bridge for League Ontario Men's Premier Division action. It's a pleasure to have you join us here on a Sunday evening, June 1st. Scrosoppi FC 1, Woodbridge Strikers no score. 30 minutes in the affair. Scrosoppi looking to hand Woodbridge their first defeat of the campaign. Will it come tonight, or will Woodbridge get an equalizer before Scrosoppi press for a possible second? Scrosoppi is doing better now, maintaining a bit more of the possession. It was Woodbridge after the goal scored, all of them the next 20 minutes or so. So a drive play there from Scrosoppi. That goes out to touch for a Woodbridge, for a Scrosoppi corner kick, I should say. Delivery is in. Carreno punches again. It comes to Paredes. And he goes outside. Perfect ball there to keep in. The delivery is up. Headered. Down. Oh, Carreno missed it. Then he got it. Uncharacteristic that time from Carreno. Ball stolen, and Scrosoppi looking for another. It's a big block, a goal-saving block from the captain, Condello. In swinging delivery. Headed away. Comes in again. Condello header. It's there. Oh, mamma mia. What a save by Carreno. It wouldn't have counted. Looks like a foul on Skublak off of the push off Condello, but what a save by Carreno, needless to say. He is keeping his team in this one right now. Woodbridge coming in. Chiquilo, a good defensive play from Rankin. Santillan. Looking to get things rolling. Now to Joe Mack. Can Woodbridge get something going before the half? They got 10 minutes to do so. Here's Alexander Santillan. Delivery to Pinto. Tries to header it back, but the keeper will get it, and it's offside anyways in the process. Here comes Scrosoppi. Looking for delivery. Skublak could be there. And away from Fiore, looking to pick out maybe Marshall up high. Scrosoppi coach John Yaku hollering for a PK. That's never coming, though. Woodbridge looking to press, looking to probe, looking for something forward. Here is Pinto. Pinto has numbers. Can he center? Chiquilo. Chiquilo shooting. And it's wayward from Justin Chiquilo. A big chance for Woodbridge. Goes begging on the counterattack again. Better from the strikers, though. But now, pun intended, they need to strike. Opportunities coming. Can they come more at a premium? It's good from Woodbridge. The response sublime, but they need an equalizer. You don't want Scrosoppi to hold on to the lead longer and longer. They need to, or have to. Push from Fiore off of Skublak. A lot of veteran presence on this Scrosoppi side. Joshua Paredes, Thomas Skublak, Cody Ellis, Orlandis Benitez Hernandez. Lot veteran presence and experience here. Canadian Championship experience as well. Good play. Lynch Bailey, Paredes to Dilomensis, now to Paredes. Delivery, but Joe Mack off the side of his head and out for a corner kick. So it was the start for Scrosoppi, then a great response from Woodbridge. Now it's been Scrosoppi kind of on the front foot again, barring a couple of counterattacking chances from the strikers. In swinging delivery to the back post, headed but out of play. And into touch for a Woodbridge goal kick as we approach the 39th minute of play. That ball's long, and Material has to go on a bit of a chase here just to try to make him play. Does, and now goes back to Carter Robart. Robart looking long. It's a good ball out. Fiore looking. That should be a Woodbridge throw, and it is. Santillan will stand onto it. Romaterio wants it. No one open right now. They got to move to the Woodbridge strikers. Santillan. Marshall. Looking. Romaterio trying to take it. Marshall off a boot. Now to Santillan. Santillan looking for a quick throw. He finds Anthony Romaterio. Romaterio will be at the TST tournament with the Mississauga Dolphins. Woodbridge's number 6 in a couple days' time. He'll be missed the next game. A good slide from Fiore on Lynch Bailey. Woodbridge take on first place Alliance United. Next match, June 8th at Alliance. And then they're back home on the 12th against Burlington. Big foul there, and it could be a yellow to Condello. It is. In the 41st minute, he took Skublak right out. And a caution for the captain and center back.
Yellow card issued in the 41st minute to Woodbridge strikers number 3, Gianluca Condello.
know Condello and Joe Mack were both there. Thought it was Condello, but it could be Mack who conceded the foul and the caution. Happened quickly. They were both close. Or it's Nabil Hakim getting it.
Correction on the yellow card issued to Woodbridge strikers in the 42nd minute, number 14, Nabil Hakim.
So Nabil Hakim picked up the caution, still a center back and a crucial, vital part of the center back. Canelo, Fiore, and Hakim have been there since the beginning of the season. But this could be a big free kick. Standing over top of it is Orlendis Benitez Hernandez. Can Benitez Hernandez strike for Scrosoppi here? It's a good one! And it's a brilliant save. Mamma mia. Left punch over from David Carano as he robs Benitez Hernandez in the 43rd minute. A huge stop there from Carano on Orlendis Benitez Hernandez. Brilliant hit, brilliant save. As the Cuban almost struck gold for Scrosoppi. Paredes wants it short. He gets deliveries coming in. Good angle. Up away from Matthew Pavo. Over top of the stadium and out. 43 minutes in, 2 minutes until added time. I would suggest maybe 1 or 2 left in the half 4 added time, and Woodbridge are chasing it right now, but they've been getting their chances. You can't say they haven't, but the strike needs to come. Especially if and before Scrosoppi get the second. Foul there on Pintos. Not the first time he got a knock onto. Pinto. Condello to Fiore. Fiore. It's a loose ball. Then he has to have an intervention. What a slide tackle, and wins it back cleanly. Fiore tries to find Chiquilo or Marshall. One would work. Instead, Pava gets to do it to the keeper, Carter Robart. Robart to Nauma, the goal scorer for Scrosoppi. Nauma goes long, taken by Whitaker Francis. He finds Aromaterio. Aromaterio to Pinto. Pinto looking for a delivery, only has one man in the box. Pinto cuts. Pinto taken down. And it's out to touch for a corner kick. There is no argument from Pinto there, as he goes over top of the ball. Pinto trying to get one there. 6th corner kick coming for Woodbridge. And that goes into the hands of the keeper. And Robart goes out long. It's a good ball to Thomas Skublak. Skublak has men going forward. Counterattack is on, but a good intervention from Santillan, and Condello has to try to chase onto it. Condello. Good body on Lynch Bailey. Lynch Bailey now looking for it, but the 2 number 3s collide. Condello wins the battle. He throws it in to Whitaker Francis. Mack, Aromaterio. Couple minutes added here, seems to be. That ball's tried to be thread through. Pava has to get onto it, though. Matthew Pava long. Benitez Hernandez forward. Can Condello win the battle? He has to, and he does. Gianluca Condello to David Carano. Carano waiting for someone to regroup, and it's Santillan now. Santillan. That's off of Woodbridge. No, he's Scrosoppi leg out of play. Marshall. Two guys on him. Nothing doing. Rankin got that stolen from Chiquilo. Aromaterio has to thread it through. Finds Ronaldo Marshall, but Pava's there. That time, not a picturesque counterattack from Woodbridge. It could have been costly for Scrosoppi, but Woodbridge didn't execute. Whitaker Francis. Santillan. Santillan now looking for a switch of the play. Mack, flick on backwards to Condello. Condello now has Nabil Hakim. Hakim going forward. Finds Luca Pinto. Pinto driving. Pinto cutting inside. He delivers at the back stick. Marshall's there. He headers it across. He should have left it. Whitaker Francis was there, but he didn't call for it, and it's halftime.
The halftime score is your Woodbridge Strikers 0 and Scrosoppi FC 1. All the latest League One Ontario match updates, scores, stats, standings, and news updates. Be sure to download the new League One Live app for free from the Apple or Android app stores. Also, be sure to check out the League One Ontario website at www.leagueoneontario.com, powered by Comet. You can also stay connected to League One Ontario on social media. You can follow League One Ontario on Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Also, be sure to subscribe to League One Ontario TV on YouTube to view full matches, highlights, and feature stories throughout the 2025 season. Woodbridge Strikers Soccer Club would like to acknowledge the following club partners: Green Clean, Elite Suites, Our Fieri Automotive Group, Venue, Net Space, and Ice Cream Patio. We would also like to acknowledge the following league partners: the Past Institute, educating the future leaders of the soccer industry. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Red Soccer is the home of soccer in Canada. Follow your favorite League One alumni as they compete in the Canadian Premier League, the Pulse Canadian Championship, both our Canadian national team goals exclusively on L1ON Soccer. Navy Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and preferred match balls for League One Ontario. Hummel, the official apparel supplier in League One. The Vibrant Performance, the most tested brand found with a great sports and accessories. The Canadian Premier League, our game, our country, our league. Ontario Soccer, spread yourself to play. Inspire, bring it up.
Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. When the night falls, my loneliness calls. Somebody, I wanna do it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. With somebody. With somebody. With somebody. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning another town. Sooner or later, the fever ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take the chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart somebody who loves me.
Vision action. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the bridge, bringing this play-by-play live. It's 1-0 Scrosoppi FC taking on your Woodbridge Strikers with a goal in the 4th minute, courtesy of L1ON. That's where we stand as we start the second half here in the bridge. 1-0 Scrosoppi. Can Woodbridge strike back is the question, as they have been pressing and probing, looking for an equalizer. Whitaker Fritz looks for it. Look out. That ball comes out of the stadium. Throw in for Woodbridge. Pleasure to have you join us this Sunday, June 1st evening. Whitaker Francis looking for it, instead it's taken down. An overlap play looking for it again is Lynch Bailey. Lynch Bailey centering. Good intervention though from the right boot of Carmen Fiore. The only team in the League One pyramid to give you home live streams and broadcasts every single game here at the Grove in the Bridge. For the men and women Premier Division sides, including the Cup, for the 4th year running now. It's a pleasure to have you join us here once again. You can watch the game back as well on the League One Ontario YouTube channel, of course, when uploaded, usually within the 24 hours after the match occurs. 1-0 Scrosoppi, as they have a corner kick looking to double their tally. It would be a big early goal in the second if they do. Cleared, but not away from Paredes. That was close to the hand and might have been the chest off Aromaterio. Chiquilo, outside of the boot. Look at Santillan Goma. Look at Paredes tracking. Santillan wants a foul, not going to get it. It's brilliant experience from Joshua Paredes. You're not going to get a more experienced player in the GTA than Joshua Paredes for the most part. He's been playing a very long time, and he's been playing at a elite, efficient level, is Paredes. That ball's through. Condello has to get that ball down. He does, and cleared as Lynch Bailey was on his tail trying to get it. Romaterio, decent touch, but it's taken by Cabral. Jacob Cabral. It's all Scrosoppi to start in the early second half. Ball through, but it's taken to the goalkeeper, Carano. Carano to Mac. Joe Mac. Looking for a play. Here's Whitaker Francis. Isaiah Whitaker Francis turns one way, then goes back outside to Joe Mac. The other way. Mac to Fiore. Fiore. Loose ball. Looking for Whitaker Francis, but it's a foul on Scrosoppi. Animated John Yaku explaining instructions for his players on the far side of the pitch. On the touchline. Aromaterio. Condello. Condello has Pinto, but he mishit it. Could it still fall for Chiquilo? Has to deal with it is Nayuma, and he does to Dilomensis. Dilomensis to the goal scorer. Here is the goal scorer, Elton Nayuma. Nayuma driving, trying to pass it through. Condello intervention. Now to Joe Mack. It's brilliant from Gianluca Condello that time. Mack. Looking. And a throw-in one by Scrosoppi. Nayuma to Paredes. Paredes. Chiquilo gets it away. Chiquilo. Whitaker Francis. Isaiah Whitaker Francis threads the ball through. It's brilliant from Whitaker Francis to Chiquilo. He beats his man Pima, but Chiquilo a bad touch that time. He knows he's going to want that one back into touch for a Woodbridge throw-in, but that's a great ball from Whitaker Francis to try to send Chiquilo down the flank. Here is Pinto. Pinto to Romaterio. Romaterio spins. Might have room here across. He doesn't, but it goes off of Matthew Pava into touch for a corner kick. Can Woodbridge strike here? 5 minutes in the second half. Would be a prime moment in order to do so. In a timely manner. They need a goal and they need one quick. You don't want to have Scrosoppi hang on to the lead as the match keeps on playing on. Here is Mack, the in-swinging corner kick delivery. Short. Not cleared far enough. Here's Santillan. That's a big touch up into the air. Now Skubak gets it. What's a foul? He falls down instead. Not going to get one. Here's Mac. Mac cuts in. Mac a delivery to Marshall. Marshall checks down. Looking. Here's Condello. Condello can't release. Now goes to the outside. Condello bodied off the ball that time. Rankin. Rankin off of Condello into touch. And the bounces aren't going Woodbridge's way. They're good defensive efforts, though, from Scrosoppi. Whitaker Francis goes down with some head contact. Hopefully he's okay on the far side of the field. So Scrosoppi hanging on to the narrow one-goal margin right now. Woodbridge is enjoying some possession here now, trying to get it. Fiore, you got to go back. He doesn't. He lost it, but it's a throw-in for Woodbridge. He was getting pressed on that time. Looking to get open and make a play. Marshall gets it down. Finds Mac to Pinto. Luca Pinto to Joe Mac. Mac goes long, looks for Alexander Santillan. Can the youngster get onto the ball? He does. Brings it down, looking to make a play. Santillan cuts neatly. Back to the corner now, trying to dance his way into a cross. That goes off his boots. Stolen neatly, though, by Lynch Bailey. Now Mac onto the ball. Mac looking for a shot. It's a delivery instead. It bounces right into the keeper in Robart. Easy pickings for him. Robart, good ball, but it's a little bit loose actually. And now it's Chiquilo looking to get it. Taken by the goal scorer, Naima. Here goes Naima. Naima through. Skublak looks for it back, and a tip forward by Pinto to Chiquilo. Good defensive effort from Nabil Hakim there. Aromaterio to Mac. Mac, touchback, and Naima goes right through Mac there and gets the ball. Then Paredes lost it, regained it, bodied Chiquilo off the ball. So pressure ongoing for either side right now. Naima. Pava. Matthew Pava. In the pocket to Tomasz Skublak. Skublak to Pava. Pava to Skublak. Back to Pava. Pava to Paredes. Joshua Paredes. Looking for a ball through. He finds Elton Naima. Naima chip ball forward. Hakim controls neatly, but then lost it that time to Dino Mincis. Centering ball. A chance here for Scrosoppi. Bailey, Lynch Bailey, dropping it, slipping it through. A timely defensive intervention from Condello on Lynch Bailey. Scrosoppi trying to dance on the way in. Substitution is coming up for Woodbridge. Anthony Morano is going to enter the match, it seems to be. The hero in Simcoe last weekend. 1-0 in the 94th minute PK. Look at Santillan go. He gets through two Scrosoppi players and still driving down the far side. Santillan off a man of ranking. Can he keep it in? He doesn't. It's out the touch for a Woodbridge corner kick. Will the substitution be made now or they'll wait? Looks like they will wait till the corner is taken. 55 minutes in. Woodbridge 0, Scrosoppi 1. Chance here for Woodbridge on the left boot in swinging corner kick from Alexander Santilli. Can the 19-year-old deliver a masterpiece in the penalty area? It's a good ball. Fiore's there. And he misheaded that one wide. A big chance for Fiore goes begging for Woodbridge. Looks like Ronaldo Marshall is going to be done for the night for Anthony Morano. And then it looks like another change is coming up. It could be Joseph Feeney entering the match. Looks like it is.
Substitutions in the 56th minute for your Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 21, Anthony Morano. Exiting the match, number 9, Ronaldo Marshall. Entering the match, number 19, Joseph Finney. Exiting the match, number 13, Alexander Santillion.
The Joseph Finney fan club is here tonight. Romaterio, Pavak missed it, Morano, and a bicycle forward from Paredes. Mack wins it. Oof, that was a difficult intervention. I think Cabral might have injured himself in the process. That was his issue too, going right into Joe Mack with the knee. So Woodbridge, a couple of changes. The first two changes for Woodbridge of the game. Nayuma looks for it. Joe Mack tracking. And that goes out the touch for a throw-in for Scrosoppi. Scrosoppi on the tail of the tape right now to take the first points away from Woodbridge this season. Can they get the first victory? Excuse me, the first defeat against the Strikers this campaign tonight. So far, Scrosoppi on pole to do so. That's a bad challenge from behind there, and it's going to be a caution. Coming to Tomasz Skublak.
Yellow card issued in the 58th minute to Scrosoppi FC's number 8, Tomasz Skublak.
Joseph Feeney on his horse here. Can he get to it? Is there teaming him? Naima and Peva? No, Naima gets that to Paredes as Joseph Feeney was on his horse trying to get that ball. Benitez Hernandez looking for it. That goes up the touch for a Scrosoppi throw. Here comes Scrosoppi. Amari Cotterell. Cotterell now back to Paredes. Paredes, it's a good ball to Benitez Hernandez. Benitez Hernandez, the return ball into the penalty area. Woodbridge must clear, and Pinto is onto it. Can he get it down the field is the question. And he can't. It's given away. No help, though, as Lynch Bailey steals to Skublak. Skublak, the top of the area. Skublak gets pulled. He still has it. And a big tackle there from Fiore. As Fiore and Nayuma gets into the face of Fiore. Fiore missed the ball and takes out Skublak's leg.
Yellow card issued to Woodbridge Strikers in the 60th minute to number 5, Carmen Fiore.
Fiore tried to get the ball, missed it, and took out Skublak's legs in the process. Will be yellow card. Of course it will be. And now the game getting a bit chippier here. Skublak, one of the top goal scorers in the league for the last couple of years now. Hopefully he's okay. First Scrosoppi. Shot comes in wide off the free kick from Benitez Hernandez. Finney gets tackled, gets up, looking to get it back. Foul there. Woodbridge down by 1 still. Can they get an equalizer? Pava back to the keeper. Robart got under pressure, poor touch, and then he gave it away. That's Pinto on the throat as he switches sides with Feeney. Mack. One touch there, Aromaterio to Pinto. Can Woodbridge get an equalizer? 63 minutes into the contest. Hakeem has no choice but to play this ball. Feeney, first touch, out of play. Out of town scores in the League One Ontario Men's Premier Division tonight. London defeated Oakville 2-1, and it's Vaughan and North Toronto. An interesting result, 2-2 thus far in the 63rd minute. Anything can happen, that's for sure, in a match. Mack trying to thread the needle through here. He doesn't have it. He did, really, but then he waited. Couldn't make the play, but rather safe than sorry from Mack. Condello has a few players going, finds Whitaker Francis. Whitaker Francis in the pocket. Can he cut? Whitaker Francis cuts back. Looking, Pinto delivering. Touchdown, Morano, bicycle. He tried. He's done it before. Fiore, Pinto. Ooh, sliding challenge there. It's a wayward one, but it works from Paredes. Orlandis Benitez Hernandez looking forward now. Benitez Hernandez cuts back in, finds Paredes. Paredes outside to Skublak, who comes back and receives. Skublak looking for a ball. Good intervention there. Romaterio, a little Maradona play, trying to get around Skublak. Now Pinto. That's off the hand of Skublak, undetected. Then Pinto taken down, no call. There's no advantage. Should have been a free kick. Instead, it's taken by Anthony Aromaterio. Trying to find someone forward. He finds Whitaker Francis in the middle of the field. And that's on the run of play. That should be a yellow card to Paredes. It is.
Yellow card issued in the 65th minute to Scrosoppi FC's number 6, Joshua Paredes.
So, push from behind on the run of play. Always a caution. It's cynical to stop the run of play forward. Yellow card to the experienced Paredes. And a free kick now for Woodbridge in the middle of the park, taken by Joe Mack. Can Woodbridge get something going here in the 66th minute of play? Substitution being made. Looks like Benitez Hernandez out for Scrosoppi. So a free kick for the strikers here. Can they deliver? Joe Mack, it's not good enough at the front post. Away from Skublak. Now to Hakeem. Hakeem goes in and headed away. Hakeem, a big intervention, or else they could have been gone on a 2-1-0. Now Whitaker Francis again, push from Paredes. Looks like one more. It could be another one. Got to be careful if you're Paredes. 2 hands on the back.
Substitution in the 66th minute for Scrosoppi FC. Entering the match, number 5, Javier George. Exiting the match, number 10, Orlendis Benitez Hernandez.
So Benitez Hernandez out, George in for Scrosoppi. Time ticking away here for Woodbridge. They need an equalizer. Will they get one? They have to press. Here's Finney. Finney. Chiquilo. Finney tries to chip it away, but George gets it away. Scuba, that looked offside. Yeah, it was. Absolutely, standing in an offside position. On Skublak there, and free kick taken quickly by Woodbridge. Here's Mack. Mack to Pinto to Mack. Swings to Gianluca Condello. Condello. Romaterio. Anthony Romaterio. Can he deliver late dramatic flares again tonight? Condello. Morano. Couldn't get it. Now it's to Mack. Mack outside to Pinto. Pinto 1v1. Pinto cuts. Pinto delivers. It's a decent one. Chiquilo back post. And the keeper gets to it. They wanted the ball to be out, but it's not. And it's corralled by Carter Robart. Had to make the intervention as Chiquilo was there looking for it and looming for the goal. Nayuma loses it. Neat tackle from Anthony Romaterio. Romaterio, Chiquilo to Romaterio. Again, and he's pushed off the ball from Skublak. Nayuma hurt himself on the near side here after a very clean tackle from Romaterio. Fiore cuts, gets it back, and finds Carano. He's got to move it. Carano does. Paredes now headers it. And a clean tackle again from Romaterio. As he takes it from Cabral. Cabral losing it. Here's sending Anthony Morano. Can he body his man off? Has Rankin. Morano and into touch for a corner kick off of Rankin, and a Woodbridge corner coming up. The game intensifying here. In swinging delivery. Can Finney produce for Woodbridge? It's a bit long one. It's just wayward. Not good enough there. You got to put that ball in a prime area. You can't be giving away opportunities on set pieces. Down a goal. A big collision with Skublak. My goodness. Nayuma now, throw in. Off of the shoulder of Demensis. Hakeem finds Carano. David Carano goes long. In the middle of the park, though, and Javier George is right there. To Nayuma. Nayuma looking. Hakeem stops, but it's smart, though, for Carano to come out and corral it. Fini. Chiquilo. Chiquilo couldn't get it past his man in Naima. Nayuma, I should say. Now Nayuma onto. He's had a great game for Scrosoppi. Maybe the man of the match for the team in white, in my opinion. Carano to Fiore. Will there be a flair for late drama here tonight? Fiore. Condello. I feel like it could go two ways. Woodbridge equalize or Scrosoppi get the second and ice this one tonight. At this point, 71 minutes in, anything can happen here. It's a ball forward. Whitaker Francis looks for it. It's a loose touch from Pava, but it's to a man in Cotterill. Cotterill chased by Isaiah Whitaker Francis. George inside. Oh, he gives it away. A chance here. Morano to Chiquilo. Chiquilo cuts. Chiquilo lays it off. Morano shoots and blocked. It's a penalty shot. It's a penalty kick for Woodbridge. I didn't see the whistle blown. And then, as Morano shot, Chiquilo taken out, and a PK for Woodbridge coming up in the 73rd minute. A giveaway from Javier George could pay costly now for Scrosoppi. A moment for either Morano or Aromaterio to strike. Two top teams in the men's Premier Division in League One Ontario doing battle tonight. And it will be Anthony Aromaterio, who has struck once from the penalty spot this season here in the Bridge. A big moment here for Woodbridge to equalize. Can they do so is the question. Chiquilo is down. He got double teamed there. There is no holler from the Scrosoppi bench. They knew it was a PK soon as the challenge was made. And trust me, we'll know if John Yaku doesn't like the call or not. The head coach of Scrosoppi, one of the most passionate coaches that I know, loves doing what he does. And that time, no holler from the visitors. PK Woodbridge in the 73rd minute coming up. Anthony Aromaterio standing over top of it. This could be a massive moment. Could this be equalized? Or could Scrosoppi maybe take it from here? Aromaterio, Woodbridge from the penalty spot. We're waiting for something here.
Substitution, the 73rd minute for Scrosoppi FC. Entering the match, number 17, Kevin L1ON, and exiting the match, number 12, Luke Rankin.
Substitution for Scrosoppi. Substitution also Bucky coming in, looks like, for Woodbridge. But before we get to that substitution for the Strikers, it will be a chance for Anthony Aromaterio. 74 minutes in from the penalty spot. Can he strike to equalize the game? Aromaterio scores! And we're all tied up at one apiece. Feel the vibe on a Sunday night. It's June, baby.
Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 74th minute by number 6, Anthony Aromaterio!
Aromaterio, mamma mia, perfect finish in the corner. And just like that, we're all tied up at one apiece at the Grove in the Bridge on a Sunday night. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spideo. I'm Nicholas Fury, the voice of the bridge. Pleasure to have you join us. Two top teams going at it. It was only destined for a Woodbridge equalizer. Chiquilo wins the PK, then he gets subbed off due to an injury, and Aromaterio strikes.
Substitution in the 74th minute for your Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 20, Alban Bucky. Exiting the match, number 7, Justin Chiquilo.
Chiquilo wins the PK, exits the match, and Aromaterio converts the PK. And just like that, we're all tied up. Well, we're in first here. We get it right back. The ring setting and off of Condello. No. Beautiful off of Cabral from Condello, and a goal kick for Woodbridge. So, game on. I told you, there's always a flair for the dramatic at the bridge in the Grove. All season long, 4 years running. If you want drama, come to Woodbridge. I'm telling you. Here is Whitaker Francis. Bucky looking to get that one down. Instead, he is harassing the backside of Carl, who does well to get it to a man and clearing forward. Because there's head contact. Scrosoppi are not going to want that one to be whistled down, but the referee had no choice. Survival for Woodbridge, but a chance for Scrosoppi could have been coming on the 3v2 counter. Fiore got up high there looking to win it, and down goes a Scrosoppi player. Out-of-town scores in League 1 Ontario today. 77th minute, Vaughan and North Toronto are tied at 2 apiece. That would be massive for North Toronto, and London is defeated, 2-1 earlier today. In the women's Premier Division, Simcoe defeated Alliance 2-0, and North Toronto are up over your Woodbridge women's in League 1 Ontario 2-0 at the half. 1-1 here. Woodbridge looking to stay unbeaten in the early goings of the campaign. Scrosoppi looking for a big result to climb the table 6/7 weeks in the season. Hopefully Cabral is okay. He gets up. Might have to be a forced substitution for Anyaku. Back. Matt goes backwards. He finds Fiore. Some players on the pitch living dangerously now on cautions. And as this game is intensifying, they have to be wary of their tackles. Paredes for Scrosoppi. Skublak for Scrosoppi. Fiore and Nabil Hakim for Woodbridge. Here's Finney. Morano. Oh, it's a big touch from Anthony Morano. Gave it away. Now Paredes to Cabral. Cabral's got a man on the far side, but Pinto tracks beautifully to get it away from Di Domensis. Aromaterio. Whitaker Francis was gone. He didn't call for it. He has to get that one there. He would have been flying on the flank. Whitaker Francis now will get to it and tries to get around the man, but Aromaterio had Whitaker Francis if the play was there from both players. The call and the send needed to happen. He would have been gone. Here is Isaiah Whitaker Francis. Lays it off. A chance here, Bucky, the move! Morano scores! Mamma mia! Anthony Morano, 2-1 Woodbridge!
Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 81st minute by number 21, Anthony Morano.
What a change of events tonight. I told you, don't leave. The broadcast, don't leave the match. Always a flair for the dramatic here in the bridge. Brilliant intervention. Captain Kundo. Morano steals. He's with right now. Looking for it, and he takes his man down.
Yellow card issued in the 83rd minute to Woodbridge Strikers, number 21, Anthony Morano.
Morano kicks the ball away. Refs don't know much of that anymore, I've noticed, which is really a good thing, to be honest, for either side. Stopping the continuous of play. So, game on. Now Scrosoppi is chasing the game and looking for points. Woodbridge up 2-1. 83 minutes in. It's the Anthony Aromaterio, Anthony Morano, and Anthony's leading the bridge. That's a ball that's forward, but tick time off the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The party won't stop here for Woodbridge until the final whistle goes. 21 coming in, 3 out. That means it is Kyrese Lynch-Bailey exiting the match for Luka Juricic.
Substitution in the 84th minute for Scrosoppi FC. Entering the match, number 21, Luka Juricic. Exiting the match, number 3, Kyrese Lynch-Bailey.
Pava goes all the way back. The keeper's under pressure, clears out of play for a Woodbridge throw. So Juricic in for Bailey, an attacker here. And now it's all about Woodbridge trying to hang on. Here's Albin Bocchi. Bocchi painting the touchline. Couldn't center. And a challenge there from Pinto. It's going to be a card. Looking for ball, but he doesn't get it. It wasn't that he doesn't get the ball. He lunges in. Paredes. Woodbridge is back in numbers now. And Scrosoppi is attacking with numbers. Paredes to George. Can Scrosoppi get drama here? Finney tracks. Finney has to shield this one out. And he will. No, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. Referee decides to delay the whistle. Trying to always trip me up here on the broadcast. Try to make my job a little harder than it has to be. That ball forward. And out to touch for a Woodbridge throw. 4 minutes plus added time. I probably think there's going to be about at least 3 minutes of added time here, minimum. Here's Finney. Wants the long throw to the big Alvin Balky. Balky tries to get it. Look out. Out of play. Into touch again for a Woodbridge throw. Finney will look to throw it in the penalty area. 3 minutes plus added time. Paredes. Touch to Didominsis. Now a chance for Cabral. Cabral forward. Finds Cotterill. Can Scrosoppi get it late? But a good intervention by Fiore. Woodbridge looking to hang on here. Scrosoppi in desperate need of a goal to try to get some points tonight. Paredes not happy there with his teammates, showing frustration with the language. When you're experienced like that, you expect and demand the standard. Can't even fully disagree if I'm Paredes. Substitution coming up for Scrosoppi. Javier George. If I'm completely honest, George hasn't had the best of outings since entering the match, and John Yaku might have matched that sentiment as he leaves the match now, the substitute. So substitution here, corner kick for the equalizer, comes to the penalty area, Nayuma, and he swings that over top of the bar and wide.
Scrosoppi FC substitution in the 89th minute. Entering the match number 14, Miles Green. Exiting match number 5, Javier George.
So an attacker in for a central defensive midfielder in George. And we are close to the finish here. Can Woodbridge get another massive 3 points tonight? "30 seconds until we have added time. Tick-tock on the clock for the strikers. Carano goes long. Aromaterio looking for it. Paredes gets it. Whitaker Francis is there, but Nayuma takes it. Nayuma, and that's out of play into touch for a Woodbridge throw.
The fourth officials indicate that there will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
Five minutes of added time here for Scrosoppi to equalize and get away with a point tonight. I think at this rate they are going to want that in a desperate fashion. Woodbridge are now, they'll be upset if they concede here. Here is Dilomensis. Dilomensis now, Whitaker Francis dropping deep to track. He has to, but it's a good ball. Now with the substitute, Alman to Noima. Feeney drops Alman, but the delivery comes in. Advantage is played. Scrosoppi pressing Cabral. Dilomensis, Condello. Condello taken out. Shot comes in, scores. in the 92nd minute. The ball goes in, the game is equalized. Carano should have got the ball. The center backs are telling him he should have came in to get it. He doesn't. Hesitant that time is the Woodbridge keeper. Condello taken down, and a ball in the back of the net.
Scrosoppi FC goal in the 91st minute, scored by number 7, Omari Cotterell.
Game on here. Go. Can Scrosoppi now get a winner? My goodness. It would only be fair, in my opinion, if this game does end with 1 point each. But let's see what happens. Here comes the strikers. That's a pull from Pava. That's a foul all day. And the referee doesn't call it. That's a miss there from the head referee that time in Liam Tremblay. As Pava pulled the man in Morano. Here's Whitaker Francis to Condello. Condello clears. Aromaterio. Chip ball to Bucky. Bucky now to Aromaterio. Can Woodbridge counter? Aromaterio. He gets taken out in the middle of the park, and the referee's there, but the blinders are on. Late goings. Here is Aromaterio. Good first touch. He finds Finney. Finney down the line to Morano. Anthony Morano. Morano to Finney. Finney! And he almost fell over. Morano takes it. Centering. Blocked by Pava. 93 minutes in, 2 to play. Corner kick, Woodbridge. And is there going to be a caution coming up to Woodbridge's bench? The fourth official is directing the referee to go and give a yellow. I don't know who that is, to be honest, on the far side of the bench. If you called some fouls that should be called, that wouldn't happen, though. I digress. Corner kick, Woodbridge. Can they get something late? Mack, back post, header in, Fiore to the net, checkers in, off the crossbar. But it's offside. That should not be kicked from there, it should be kicked back. This is a misplay from the referee. He should not have allowed that to be played. Whitaker Francis, Schoolblack, and Whitaker Francis, a massive defensive play. In the 94th minute, it's brilliant from Isaiah Whitaker Francis. Mamma mia, what a challenge. But that is a awful officiating from the referee to let that play go. It was kicked just inside the penalty area. The outside was in the 6-yard box. I'm sorry, but that's not right. You got to play where it's whistled down. It's awful to let that fly. It's a yellow card coming up now to Scrosoppi's Cotterell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yellow card issued to Woodbridge Strikers athletic trainer Furkan Demir in the 94th minute. '95th minute yellow card issued to Scrosoppi, number 7, Omari Cotterell.
Finney takes it. Finney. Bucky. Bucky turns. Bucky tries to thread Morano. That could be a misplay from the keeper here. Aromaterio. Aromaterio looking for it. Mack off of Paredes now. This game on time could be over. The referee is letting it go. We are past 95 minutes now. Cotterell looking for a last gasp winner. Cotterell is in. Cotterell cuts, shooting, and a big save by David Carano. Mamma mia, what a stop in the 96th minute. The team saved 3 points here for Woodbridge, but this game was over at middle of center field when the ball was here with Paredes. The referee lets it go. He's been letting a few go all night long. For outside, let's not mistake that as well. But late in the game for Woodbridge, Scrosoppi getting their way here. Can they win it at the death with time already expired? Referee lets it go. Comes now, header back, Schoolblack across. Where is it? In the hands of Carano. And this game is over.
And the final score is your Woodbridge Strikers 2, Scrosoppi FC 2. We will be back here at the Grove. Please join us once again for our men's Premier Division match on June 12th as Burlington SC are in town. It's a Thursday nighter, 8:30 p.m. kickoff. We'll be back here next weekend for the women's match here on Sunday at 7 p.m. Until next time, drive safe, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm Nicholas Fiore. Ciao.
Con la chispa de bote. Con la música pa' que esto no pare, baila, baila, baila. Tengo que besarte antes que seas.